Hello, and welcome to Unit 287. We're happy to have you join us and hope you'll enjoy your first of many days with us. As part of your first day orientation, you'll learn what to expect from the unit and what the unit expects from you. Being one of the units has several benefits, such as the admiration of tens of people, the security of working on a single project for many years, the opportunity to sign over a significant portion of your salary so you can follow your passion. All units will have one or more of the following responsibilities. 1. A fan must be blowing in your face at all times. 2. You must perform a minimum of 2 punk rock jumps. Note that accuracy is not critical during a jump. 3. Count to 4.
We understand that it may seem intimidating as a new unit, but please feel free to reach for another unit if you need help. Remember, our unit is your unit. And above all else, enjoy your unit. Once again, welcome to Unit 287 and have a great day.
Unit 287, but it says H. You don't know? Well, maybe I get bumped. I don't know. Maybe around back. Okay, open, and yeah, I think I might be at the right place. Actually, I think I know I'm at the right place. Boys? Getting warmer. Hello? Hello? I'm getting warmer, but where is everyone? I know I'm on time, but it's usually Jonas that's late, but whoa. There you are. I guess now we can get started. The units. Hey, the units are here.
Hi there.
Hey. This finally all came together. All came together.
Thanks for coming.
We're here to launch an album, to let the fans know what we're doing. We got Ryan, we've got Joe, and we've got Jonas. It's very, very cool. So, all right. So the whole idea, the reason we're putting all this together, what if it all goes wrong?
That's the new album.
That's the new album. That is the new album. So this has been a long time coming.
Very long
Tell
time.
us a little bit about where we were at and where we're at now with this album.
Well, started close to 10 years ago.
10.
Very long time.
Very long time.
A whole 10
For an
years
album
ago.
Creation. Very happy it's done.
Yeah.
Kind of like Guns N' Roses.
Kind of. Yeah.
It's what did you call it?
I think I was angling for Chinese Democracy 2.87. I think that would have been that would have been a not too bad title, but then
But we went with one of the title songs.
Title track, exactly right. So that's cool. So so before we get into the album, let's learn a little bit about 287 because we've got some old fans that are probably tuned in. But for those that don't know, who is Unit 287 and why the name and all of that? So.
Well, we're Unit 287.
Well, yeah.
We got 3 units.
Yes.
We have 3 units.
up
Gotcha.
here.
Started with 4 originally, long time
Right.
ago.
That's right. You guys were a 4-piece at one
We
time.
were, about 20-something years ago.
Yeah.
We had a different drummer at the time. We had another bass player before that as well, Pete Green.
That's right. Pete was the bass player back then. Gotcha.
But not that Pete Green.
Not Fleetwood Mac's Pete Green.
Not the Fleetwood Mac
Not
Pete
Peter,
Green.
yeah.
You guys,
Different Peter Green.
Absolutely a different one. Yeah.
Right.
So gotcha. And but Pete moved away, and then you guys decided to let's rock a 3-piece instead.
Try to figure out how to make it a 3-piece,
Right.
and I got to tell you, it's very different as a 3-piece than a 4-piece. Just trying to produce songs as a
Right.
3-piece versus a 4-piece is a completely different animal.
The arrangements are quite a bit.
Yeah,
different.
everything. It was kind of a struggle at first.
Was it?
Trying to figure
yeah.
it out. But I think
Right.
once we figured it out, Ryan switched to bass, and the way Joe plays drums, kind of reconfigured and filled out as a 3-piece. And we've all found our places.
Gotcha. That, I mean, yeah, you kind of have to mold that all from the beginning, as you're putting together that album. Gotcha. So before we get into it, we've got the title track that's coming up. What If It All Goes Wrong? Tell us a little bit about that title track.
What If It All Goes Wrong? It's kind of about today's new generation, kind of the feeling of that. What to do with our lives. We can't always do the same things we've been doing in previous generations, and kind of taps into that feeling of that.
From old to new, vice versa.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to a portion of that song.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I thought it'd
Drink
be
up, everyone.
easier. I didn't know I'd have to work so hard. I don't know if I can do this. Is it even worth it? Don't get put down, stand your own ground, get off your ass. What would life be like if no one tried? Tell me. Why is it all so hard? Someone show me. What if it all goes wrong? Where do I go?
Okay, good.
Killer track. Killer
you.
track.
All right,
That is an absolutely killer track, and hearing it live is also a special treat as well. So we're going to move straight into the next song, "Eye of the Tiger." So, Ryan, why did you guys? I mean, it's a great song. We all know "Eye of the Tiger." Why cover that song?
Because it's there.
Because it's there. I'll drink to that. I mean, just because it's there.
Well,
Tell us
I mean,
about that.
When I first heard the song at the beginning of Rocky 3, like it already had an impact way back then. So I always really loved that
So it
song.
was his idea.
Yeah.
Well,
So wait a minute.
I mean,
Oh,
Joe
yeah,
thinks
that's right.
it is
That's
his
right.
idea.
it's not his idea.
You've always proclaimed that this was your idea. Are
It
you
was
sticking with it?
Oh, totally. It was my idea. I brought the idea to Jones and Ryan, and at first they told me I was out of my mind. They thought I was crazy.
Right.
But anyways, I always thought it would be cool to, do a version of it.
Right, and it's a killer track.
And
so.
years later, we did.
So who's taking credit for it right now?
Well,
I am.
The original idea, I suppose, was Joe's.
Right.
I think it laid dormant for a while, and
Right.
I probably came back in one day and I said, "Hey, we should cover Eye of the Tiger."
Right.
And he was probably like, "You're
Why?
nuts."
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
It was a why moment. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was, but I think that actually once we put it together, it made it our style.
Right. It definitely it's your style for sure.
Yeah.
And the way you guys do it live is it's kind of extra special that
Kind
way.
of a
so.
fan favorite.
It is a fan favorite. You're exactly right.
And speaking of that, one of the best compliments I probably ever received is that a fan, who might even be watching this now, said that we ruined Eye of the Tiger for them. Because now they can't hear the original without hearing ours.
It's not a bad thing.
And kind of wishing it
Right,
was a different
right.
way, like they
I
were
get
hearing
it.
our version, like win.
Gotcha.
Have to listen to ours from now, which you
Yeah.
can now because it's streaming everywhere.
right.
Oh,
Right.
Starting today,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
everywhere. If you
right
didn't
now.
know that, we didn't talk about that.
No, we didn't
it's
actually, yeah.
streaming everywhere.
Yep.
So
Like,
so your Spotify,
literally
your
everywhere.
iTunes,
iTunes,
everything, all of the
Amazon
flavors,
Music.
right?
So
Exactly.
supposedly it's
Local-
on TouchTunes, but you checked
Yeah.
and we're
Yeah,
not sure
exactly.
yet,
We're
but,
I was we're
it's not
told
there
that
now,
it's going to be on
it'll be on
TouchTunes
Tunes.
as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
at your
Hopefully
local
at your local bar.
local
Soon.
bar, right? It could be one of the
be-
top. It'd be a top 10
You
play.
could be shooting pool, winning a
Right.
tournament while Eye of the Tiger is playing in the background.
Exactly.
Well,
Well,
new
I
theme
can.
song.
Yeah.
The new
Joe's-
theme song.
Joe's new theme song.
Speaking of which, let's get right into it.
Yeah,
Eye of the
let's do it.
Tiger.
Okay.
Let's listen to it.
Face to face, out in the heat, hanging tough, staying hungry. They stack the odds, still we take to the street for the kill with the skill to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last of survivors starts his prey in midnight, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger.
That was cool. That is a great interpretation of a kick-ass rock song.
Thank you.
Very, very cool. And if anybody's tuning in right now, if they have questions for the band, if they want to kind of type that in, type it into that into the chat there, and we'll see if we can answer some of those questions. So. Moving on to the next song. So throughout the creation of this album, you guys had a handful of guest artists that were in this. So and I think the next song that we're about to do.
There's 2 on this one.
There's 2 of them on this one, and the next song that we're going to do. Well, first of all, there's a full length video of it, so we're actually going to listen to the whole song, which is really bitchin'. But then we also one of those special guests, I believe, also sent in a special video.
Yep.
Is that right? I mean, I didn't even.
Say, but, we actually are previewing some 2 brand new music videos that we put together.
Yeah, this is the first one that we're going to do.
Nobody's seen them yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to see them here first, and then after that, they're going to be later on put on our YouTube page. So you can watch them later if you missed it, or in higher quality or whatever.
And both of the guests are in this music video.
They're both in this one.
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, why don't we let's get right into both of those videos right now.
Okay.
What band is this for again?
Unit 287.
Help me out here.
Jonas, Ryan, Joe. Your best friend Angie's husband?
Angie's husband's band, of course. Okay, I got this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, clap. Hey everybody, I'm Noodles from The Offspring, and Unit 287 is one of my favorite bands. So when they asked me to be a part of their record, play a small part, some shredding solos, and just kind of really light the songs up a little bit, I mean, I jumped at the chance. These guys have been writing some of the best music to come out of Orange County in at least a decade. So I really want to thank all my friends in Unit 282, Jonah, Brian, and Joe. Thank you guys so much. It's been my pleasure, and I love Unit 282. I think you guys will too. So please check them out. This is Unit 282 with their new hit single. Nailed it! Yeah! That was good. All right. Good. Okay. Cut!
and we're live. That's a kick-ass song, boys. That's
you.
a really kick-ass song. Very, very cool.
It's fun to record.
One of the things to note,
we
and
found that random guy playing guitar. Just
he was he kind of walking the alley and just
this weird hair. And
He's
stuff
kind of a
that
fixture
reminded
on
me
the
of my
Sunset
dog.
Beach.
he reminds me of your dog. Kind of does, actually. Actually, it looks a lot like
they
him.
do have the same hairdo.
They do have
do.
the same
Yeah.
hairdo for sure. Absolutely. So one of the things is with that video, the way you guys shot it, the cover art for this album is shown in that video. Tell us a little bit, because there's some local artists
local
there.
graffiti stuff inspired by that, and it's been around town. Just wanted to use it as part of the
Sunset Beach, right?
Nobody knows what it is.
We won't even say where. That way, yeah, exactly. I didn't even say.
It's on a wall somewhere.
It's on a wall
obviously.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, there might be a prize hidden there somewhere.
Yes.
Well, we could do like a
little Easter
promotion
egg.
of people can post pictures of themselves in front of that.
That would be a
graffiti,
beautiful
too.
thing. Yeah, why not?
If you can do that,
So-
we'll give you a prize.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, there might be a T-shirt involved or something like that, right? Might be a T-shirt involved.
By
Yeah,
the
if you
way,
send
one of
us
the
a
other guests in
picture.
that song, which you also point out too, is our good friend Tony Purpose.
Yeah, Tony Purpose was
Playing
in there as well. So
percussion
he,
on that
he
one.
played and he was shown in the video and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Great guy. We love Tony.
Yep.
He's a good friend of the band, actually.
But both are really. Yeah.
Great friends of the band. Not good friends, great friends.
Yes.
Absolutely. So a couple little things. One of the things that people ask they ask us all with Joe, and Joe, I want you to get into it just a little bit, just to describe. So how does a guy like you, how do you play drums? You have a disability. Can you explain a little bit about it and how you have overcome this disability being a drummer?
Okay. Well, yeah, that's interesting because I'm always
You've never
asked
had
that
legs,
question.
right?
Right. I was born this way, and so when I was younger, I decided I wanted to play drums, and it was probably the stupidest decision
Why
I ever
drums,
made.
dude?
Yeah, but no, I'm just kidding. It was
You picked the
actually,
thing that you need to have
yeah,
legs for.
Yeah, exactly. I picked the one instrument you need to have legs.
Bass or something.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you could
But
have.
anyways, regardless, I decided to play drums,
Right.
and it was always the issue of how do you play the bass drum.
Right.
So, a good friend of mine owned a company that makes drum pedals called Axis Percussion, and we became very close friends. And me and him designed and built this pedal that I use.
It's awesome.
And so I
How
was
does it
able
work?
to.
I mean,
So basically, I was able to create this pedal using a drive from a double pedal.
Mm-hmm.
And
But this is the regular.
Yeah, it's a regular pedal, and I
So
attached.
if you had a foot, you could just push it.
Yeah, so
Right,
it's still like
gotcha.
a regular drum pedal, but I
Right.
attached the drive shaft from a double pedal
Right.
to it, and then on the other end,
Kind
I
of a
created
U-joint thing going on there.
Yeah, and then I created a cup that
You're
would
right,
go over
kind
my
of like a prosthetic cup.
that
some
goes
people
over my
use.
leg,
Right.
and then so I put my leg in there, and then that's how
Phenomenal.
So I don't trigger anything.
Right.
All the drum parts that you're hearing on all the songs.
This is all
yeah,
acoustic,
it's
right?
all
Yeah, we're not.
regular,
Yeah,
nothing
nobody's
is
faking it.
triggered.
Yeah.
So it's all real
It's all
drums.
performed
It's
live.
all basically
Love it.
me playing the the bass drum parts. And then as far as like the hi-hats go, I just end up using 2 sets of hi-hats. So one set's closed, one set's open, and I
Got
just
it.
go back
Funny
and forth.
thing is when we first met him, we were playing. He only had one of these,
Right.
and we were doing shows like out all the time. I'm like, dude, what happens if
You need a backup.
if something
Yeah,
happens,
yeah.
that
Right.
falls apart or whatever.
Yeah,
And
so
so,
since
this
I've
is
built-
probably like the 5th, 6th.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
now,
This is
you're
like
on?
the 5th or
Got
6th
it.
version.
So
Right.
we've been
And now I have
improving
backups.
them and
Yeah, so-
backups and things. So
And anyways, and if anybody out there
Yeah.
that wants to play drums and it has my situation, contact me.
Yeah, reach out exactly.
Yeah, and,
no,
you
that's
know,
you're quite
I'm
the
always
inspiration.
willing to
I mean,
help
when you
guys.
don't when you have a disability, it's obviously you've been able to overcome it. So
Yeah.
very cool, dude.
Yeah,
Very
so-
awesome. Very very cool.
And we had to make minimal adjustments when Joe joined. I mean, we didn't go seeking a
Right.
disabled drummer or anything
Of
like
course.
that, but we were prepared to do what we had to do in
Right.
order to accommodate him. And I think the only thing we really had to do, I think our studio door had to be flipped around, and that was
yeah,
about it. I mean,
Like,
That
we
was
had-
it?
I think we had to lower a light switch or something.
oh yes, that's
So
right.
it makes-
Details. Put a
So-
longer string on the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Oh,
stuff
we
like
did do
that,
that too.
Yeah, right. I remember that. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we were willing to do whatever we needed to do, but
Right.
as it turned out, it was pretty easy adjustment.
Yep.
So
Thanks for being our drummer, Joe.
Okay.
Thanks for being the drummer.
thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, thanks for being a friend.
Want me to take this away?
Yeah.
All
All right,
right.
cool. All right, so we're going to get into the next song, but so the next song is Temptations.
Yep.
Jonas, this is a unique song, and
Yes, it is.
It has a unique explanation.
Temptations is a place.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and it could be many places.
And it's a state of mind.
And it's a
State of mind. Right.
And really, it's more about like that. Like, what you said earlier is cracking me up. But it's that infatuation with someone that
Right.
maybe she's a dancer. I'm just saying.
Right.
Like
It
that.
could be. Could be.
And you are literally in love with her, and that's everything to you. And maybe she even knows that you're around. Maybe she doesn't.
Got it.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. But this song is about
Don't give it away, Joe.
perspective
Right.
from that person.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha. So, all right. Well, now that we have an idea of what that is, thank you, Joe, for the extra commentary on that one. Yeah, thank you for the clarification for sure. Let's hear Temptations.
Okay.
Let's do it.
In this moment, as she moves close in her nails like my skin on fire, watching her stare through the long red hair. One look, the world disappears. My heart skips a beat when our eyes meet. She must be from heaven.
Yeah.
And we're back. We are back. Cool song.
Thank you.
That was a really cool song.
By the way, in that clip, I didn't realize there's a shot
Yeah.
from literally the very first session for this album. There's a
One
shot
of the photos
one of the
was
photos,
from
yeah.
one of the
day
photos
one of
when
laying
we
tracks.
started, what if it all goes wrong?
Yeah.
That recording session from.
What
just
year
over
was
10 years
that?
ago. 2011.
2011, I think. Yeah.
Chinese democracy.
Chinese Democracy 2.87.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
You know what? COVID years didn't help either.
No,
But
whatever.
very
You guys
true.
had more time to work on it. Anyway, we're just rolling into the next one.
Yeah, how come
I'm
we-
only kidding.
We have plenty of time.
Had plenty of time.
We wasted all
Again,
the COVID time.
so there's a few questions that are coming in through the chat.
Okay.
So Allie Walker, she makes a comment. She makes a kind of a cool comment.
Okay.
Now that you guys are a three-piece, since you guys are a three-piece, apparently all the album sales, it's a slightly larger cut for y'all, right? Right. So
the 1.1%
the 1%
that we get from
right,
Spotify,
50%
Yeah, we're all
of 50%. Right.
1%.
Exactly. You guys are
1%. Who are we, Madonna?
You guys are
Yeah,
going to kill it.
1%.
You guys are going to absolutely kill it.
yeah,
with this,
all
so.
10 streams. We're gonna
So
make it.
thank you for that comment,
I'm
Allie. I do
waiting for my-
appreciate
Allie.
it.
I'm waiting
Really
for my
appreciate
33-cent check.
Yeah.
Are you?
BMI, baby.
You just keep on. Let me know how that works out for you there.
My first royalty check.
Come Together. Next song that we're going to cover. Actually, cover.
cover.
Speaking of
Yeah,
which,
yeah.
cover. So
Beatles cover.
it's a Beatles cover. So why did you guys decide to cover this? What was and it is kind of what you guys do is unique.
You
So
know, I can't remember why we did it.
I don't remember how
Right.
it started,
But
actually.
somehow we did this, and it's very different than any other Come Together cover that I've ever seen. A lot of people covered it.
right. Yes.
But it's really different than most what other people do with it. Most
Yeah.
people kind of do it traditionally. They cover it just,
Right.
Sounds like, and we've kind of changed it up quite
Well,
a
Jonas's
bit.
tremolo guitar at the beginning gives
Right.
you no indication of what's going on.
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true.
But it helps to establish that rhythmic
right. You,
thing.
you,
in
you
there.
kind of punk rock it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Type of a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
And then you have the signature bass line, which,
Right.
as much as you want to change that song,
Yeah, you
have to leave that in.
You have to leave
Right.
that in there.
So
exactly.
I just did my version of that,
Right.
distorted, and I'm probably not playing exactly the way it was done in the original, but it's still there.
Again, it's
know.
the Unit 287 interpretation
Right.
of an amazing song.
Now there's harmonies in there,
Right.
which I don't think there are in the original either. I mean, that's one of the things we've been trying to go for in almost all of our songs is having those harmonies. all over the
Well,
place.
because if people are new to Unit 287, both you guys sing throughout the entire album. I
Right.
mean, you guys,
There's no lead singer.
Right, there's no lead singer. Right,
Two
so
singers.
there's two singers. So that's one thing to
Right.
note with everyone. So.
Some songs there's one more than the other.
Right.
But, this one's a little more Jonas, and there's others that are a little more me.
Right, exactly.
There's actually 3 if you count the grunts and the background. Every once in a while.
If you solo the drum tracks, you might hear
some guitar,
strange
or some
noises.
drummer grunts. Is that what you're saying?
I have a couple background grunts.
He
and
went full
screams.
Bonham a couple of times.
Gotcha.
I
have
think
to
what's
really listen
interesting
close.
in the song that's on the album that
Right.
you're going to hear is that the entire end of Come Together is normally just a Beatles solo fade out.
Right.
And that's usually what everybody does.
That's true. That's how they did it, right?
We didn't want to do that, and so we came up with a whole different idea of doing a Beatles medley of different Beatles melodies, all that we could transpose in the keys that overlap each other and actually create that entire end of the song. So one of the things that we're going to play is pretty much the end of the song that you're going to hear right here, and you're going to hear a lot of those Beatles melodies that overlap each other and stuff. So this is something that was I feel pretty proud of this creation. It was fun to do.
It was really fun,
right?
Yeah.
So it's not just a cover; it's definitely kind of a tribute because of the medley that comes in together. Right.
It's a Beatles appreciation song.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's actually,
well said. Right.
There's actually, if you listen to it, there's 6 different other Beatles songs in the outro, part of the song.
In some cases, it's the vocal melody that you might pick out. Other cases, like a guitar riff. Of course, we had to modulate all of that to be still in the key of the song and the tempo of the song and all that stuff. So it took a lot of work, actually. But we did that. I think we did it in one session, maybe 2 at most.
Gotcha.
Well, it took some prep work.
The writing of it all.
To
figure it out.
We got down to 6, but we started at like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
You okay?
He's going to do an interpretation of an entire album, Beatles album. That's great.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think by the time we got down to that, it was like, that's enough.
Yeah.
We don't need any more than that. Any less than that,
Yeah, less
kind
is
of
more.
Falls flat.
More is less, yeah.
And that's all me on the guitar.
So another challenge.
Oh, that's a good point. On this song, you played guitar on.
I played the lead parts at the end.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I did, but Jonas did the tremolo guitar and basically all the rest of it.
Right.
And I handled that lead part at the end. So all those various things are little snippets of me playing the Beatles songs.
You, sir, are a great guitarist. I think we should listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's listen
So
to it.
if you can, see if you can pick out all the other Beatles songs.
Comment whichever songs you managed to pick up on.
There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Just tell you right now, there's 6 Beatles songs in there. I'm pretty sure it's 6.
6 or 7.
I think
6 sounds right, though. Yeah.
In addition to Come Together.
In addition to Come Together.
Wow. Okay. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's listen to it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Right now, over me.
How many Beatles songs did you just hear?
I heard 7 total. That's what I was told to hear. I heard 7 total.
You didn't hear that.
No,
6 plus 1.
6 plus 1?
Yeah.
You
6
weren't
plus
listening.
1.
That's what you're saying.
No, I listened well. That was a great song.
Thank you.
Multiple songs, actually. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It is. So we've actually had some questions that have been coming in.
Cool.
So let's go through this here. Let's see. What was your favorite venue that you guys played at?
Venue.
Yeah, venue. You guys have played at a handful of venues. I know that I've mixed for you in many of them. Top two venues you played at.
House of Blues in Anaheim.
Yes, right.
The original.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was. It was the original
Yeah,
one.
the
Yeah,
old
exactly.
House of Blues.
By Downtown Disney.
When it was in Downtown
Yeah,
Disney.
exactly. I remember that.
And probably the hangar at the Orange County Fair.
Hangar at the Orange County Fair. Okay,
So those
yeah.
are both like probably the biggest
Bigger
physical
ones, yeah.
stages
Right,
that we
you're right.
played at. But my personal favorites, I think, are the ones that we did where there's something else going on. Like we did the roller derby gig was
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
We did
the roller derby
a
was a-
sprint
was a-
car
was a hoot.
racetrack one
Oh, yeah.
time.
Oh, I remember
and then
that.
we did
I remember
the
Paris.
skate
It was
park,
Paris
and then
Auto Speedway.
And then we did a skate park. too.
Yes,
That's right. And
That's
speaking of
right.
when we played the Paris Auto Speedway, it was actually on my birthday.
Yes.
And I was having kind of a bad day. But we were done playing, and we're sitting down watching the races, and I didn't even catch it that the announcer gave me a birthday shout out and then
Yes.
played one of our songs on the PA system.
Yes.
And I'm just sitting there whatever.
You were yes. You were being,
And all my friends are like, Ryan, check it out. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good song. Whatever. And they're like, but it's you don't get it.
Yes.
What am I supposed to be paying attention to? And I just kind of paused and went, oh,
yeah.
that's Costa Mesa.
That's Costa Mesa.
That's
Yeah,
one of our
exactly.
songs. Oh,
So you got the
geez. Okay.
birthday shout out.
I did, and didn't
that.
even recognize our own song being played over the PA
So
system.
I was at that gig, and I do remember. It's kind of a personal
That's
moment
right,
for
you
me
were there.
too.
Yeah.
I was there because also my grandparents were at that gig.
Were they
And
really?
They were. They were
wow.
at that gig, and so one of the funny things
Were
that
they
my
Sprecher fans?
they were local. They lived in Hemet, so
okay.
and so it was something to do when you don't have a lot of places to go to.
Right.
So a very quick story. My grandfather would love to go to that venue, and he would tell them that it was his birthday.
All the time?
Every time, because he knew that they would announce that.
Nice.
And it's Bob Cobb's birthday again.
Scott over at
yes.
the pass is like, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious again?
It happened. It happened that
Shout
the
out
same
to Scott
time.
Delosio, by
Yeah,
the way.
exactly. So anyway, it was actually kind of a very memorable, gig for us.
I think I might add to that list Neptunes.
Neptunes. Yeah, I would agree. And Neptunes is fantastic.
In part because it's basically home.
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
it is.
we play there so many times.
It is kind of, if you want to call it our home,
Yeah.
our home stage.
Yeah.
I mean,
We probably had some of our best gigs there.
yeah, we
Yeah,
have
to be
a
honest.
lot of great guests that have shown up,
Yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah.
and
I mean,
we built a lot of great
It's
bills
one of
with
the
it
tiniest
too.
stages, but it's been one of the funnest times that we've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I agree. I agree
Plus,
with
we
that.
only have to
That's-
bring 20 people in it.
We
It's
only
easy
bring
to fill
20
the place.
plus
no,
a PA.
but it is it's a great place because it's intimate and and it really does work.
Well, you get the UNIT287 experience. there.
You definitely do. You definitely do. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We can go to Corey.
Corey. Oh, okay.
Corey Mana.
Oh, my brother. Yep.
What is your
boy.
most memorable on-stage experience?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not actually not that difficult.
Yeah, you know this?
I do, and you I
You
think
might have one
remember
too.
this actually.
I mean, it's to the band.
I don't
It's not
remember
just
where
a-
we were playing. It was a bar somewhere, and I think it was east of here, like in the IE or something like that.
Right.
And there's a guy. We're there for quite a while. We were sitting there drinking before we were supposed to go on. There's a guy also sitting in the bar, not paying attention to anybody, but he's just constantly drinking this whole time. And we finally go on, and at the time I had a shirt on for a friend of mine's band called Whiskey Chimp, and this guy saw my shirt, and all of a sudden he gets up away from the bar and he walks to the front of the stage, and he's prowling the stage back and forth, pacing back and forth, just doing like this. I'm going, oh crap! What is about to happen here?
He's having a moment. Huh?
Became your shirt.
Yeah, he became a whiskey chimp. But he just was like, keeps going like this, and he goes, "You like whiskey? You like whiskey?" And just over and over, "I like whiskey too," and then he just sort of like walked away.
Alrighty.
And that was it. And apparently he was a regular there.
Got it.
And I asked the staff, who is that guy? He's like, oh yeah, that's whatever his name is.
Bob.
Yeah, he's a kindergarten teacher. Kindergarten teacher.
Kindergartner.
Blowing off some steam at a
Maybe we shouldn't tell
UNIT287
everybody
show.
that.
Yeah. Well, good thing we don't remember his name.
Well, you just never know.
Could be
You
anybody.
never know. You never
Could
know.
be your Uncle Bob.
Bob's your uncle?
Yeah.
Bob's your
nice.
uncle.
This was the time you had food poisoning.
Well,
we were playing, too.
Whiskey Chimp Bob.
Whiskey.
That's his name.
By the way, Whiskey Chip needs to come back. But anyway.
Kind of does actually, yeah. All right, so we're
name
gonna get
for a band.
into
Whiskey
another
Chimp
song, an original. This is an original, and we actually have a full-length video for this as well. "Heaven on Lawn Chair." So a very unique song. It needs an explanation, especially when people are going to watch the video.
Especially with a title like that, too.
Yeah, "Heaven on Lawn Chair." So give us an explanation of.
So
It's a goofy one.
there are some people out there who think it's very adventurous to tie balloons, helium balloons and such, to things like lawn chairs and launch themselves into, lower Earth orbit, basically. And they think it's great and fun. And I admire those people.
They've got gusto.
They
Yeah.
do. They
Yeah.
do.
Chutzpah.
And
Yeah,
so
chutzpah,
this
right?
song
Huevos.
is really an ode to them. Okay? It's really
To the
what it
guys
is.
that
It's to the guys
literally tie helium
who
balloons.
have the balls to do that. Had the balls to do that.
I do remember 1980s. There was a very famous
1983 was
one.
the first
There's
one
a lot
that
of
got
them,
Yeah,
out.
actually.
right. Are there a bunch of?
There's
Oh, yeah.
a whole bunch since
Right.
then.
Right.
But lawn chair Larry, they call him. His chair, by the way, fun fact, is in the Smithsonian.
No, it isn't.
It's
That's really?
Sears Roebuck lawn chair.
Oh,
is
in that,
the Smithsonian.
It went into low Earth orbit with Larry.
Yeah.
Is that with all the rest of the famous planes and such?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
in the Air and
Yes.
Space Museum.
Yeah. I've been there. I haven't seen the chair, but
Wow,
I've been to
no,
that place.
that's
So this
incredible.
song is an ode to
It is
all of
ode
them.
to Larry and all of them.
Larry.
All of them. He was an inspiration. So, all right. Well,
and
let's.
I wanted special thanks
what's that?
to
Oh,
our
yes.
friends Chris and Kristen
Kristen.
Biggs who helped put this video
Yes,
together.
thank you so
for
much.
us.
That's true. That was
Yeah.
that
it
was
was a lot of
a
work.
No
for
easy
them.
feat.
was
to
that
do
a
this.
that was a big deal. So yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
Let's,
they were very helpful.
Let's watch it. Let's listen to it. This is a really cool song.
Thank you.
Larry Walters had always dreamed of flying a balloon to a faraway place. So with help from a friend who taped these scenes, he rigged 42 weather balloons to a lawn chair and filled them with helium. Walters hoped to fly across the mountains to the Mojave Desert, staying in touch with a CB radio. Suddenly a cable broke and up he went with one emotion.
Fulfillment. I was on my way.
You wanted to fly, and so did I. So high the world's a big tomorrow. Air holds your dreams, and life is just as it seems. What did you think? Balloons and your gun, that we would get your kind of fun. Air should be free, no man's space. We laughed in your face. You the balloon man, soar in the sky. Found heaven on just say goodbye. What did you see up there looking down? Laughing at us, the happiest clown. You knew they'd pull you out from that tree. You are free. You the balloon man, soar in the sky. Found heaven alone, just say goodbye. Whatever it takes, the world falls away, and everything's free when you're up there. Soar in the sky on your big chair. No more sorrow. You the balloon man, soar in the sky. From heaven above, just say heaven alone, just
Soar in the sky.
you are free. Heaven alone, just
Doesn't matter.
you are free. Heaven alone, just
Say goodbye.
you are free.
Meal camp going through a thin fog layer, over. My altitude's 1,500 feet. See marine line right now.
Okay, you can see marine land. So you're
Hey, everybody down here says to cut it and get down now. Cut your balloons and come down now. Everyone wants you down now.
And cut.
What happened?
The YouTube version will have the blooper.
Yeah, you'll see, you'll see the very, very end on YouTube.
Yeah, the slightly blooper ending.
yeah.
Is that what it is? The slightly blooper ending?
Our good friend, we won't call him out.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say thank you for helping run the show.
Yes.
Couldn't do it without you.
It's awesome. Very cool. Welcome back to the stream. So that is an outstanding song. I mean, just because it's so unique. Very, very, very cool on that one. So a couple of things to note. First of all, my name is Garrison.
Yes.
I'm the host today. I did not.
Why are you here?
I'm just reading cue cards. Just reading cue cards.
He's the fourth unit.
I'm just trying to be part of the program here. One of the things that the people wanted to know is somebody sent in with the chat. Everybody has a favorite song. Even the band members have a favorite song, and I do. I have my favorite song is Costa Mesa, which we heard earlier in the intro. We heard in the intro and all that. So mine's Costa Mesa. Ryan, what is your favorite Unit 287 song?
We haven't played it yet. It would be This Is Redland.
Gotcha. That is well.
That's
that's coming up in a couple
one's a fun
songs.
one to play.
It is. There's a lot to that song.
True. We'll get into that.
Joe, what's up? What's your favorite song, dude?
I'd have to say, Closing Time.
Closing Time.
Another one we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah, another one that we haven't gotten to
Well,
yet.
he starts that song, so I can see why.
Yeah, that's true.
And I start This Is
got a little
Redland,
solo. Yeah.
Well, Closing Time's
Closing Time's a goodie.
Got a cool groove to it.
It's got a great groove to it. Exactly. Do you like it when during live shows? Do you like closing? Do you like ending with Closing Time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I know Jonas doesn't like that.
It's a little mellow. It's a mellower song.
It is a mellower song.
But
exactly.
But it's got a nice groove and
I agree.
It's a cool tune.
I agree. What's your favorite song?
Favorite song? Yeah, it's really hard, but
got to pick your favorite kid.
If I had to pick one, you've said one of the best ones that I like, but outside of that, I think Temptations is one of my favorite. I like that one. It's got a real cool kind of groove to it. Mm-hmm. It's a different song than a lot of this other stuff that we've done. And it was fun recording.
Yeah. That one had the guitar orchestra going on, and that song.
Yeah, that's true.
Right,
yeah. So how many guitar tracks?
Oh boy, I can't even remember.
It's like 14 or 15 or something like that.
It's a lot.
Well, because there's he and I both played electric guitar.
Right.
He and I both played acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
I played mandolin on that song too.
That's right.
But then I think we probably each tripled our tracks and probably added even more on top of that. So there's a ton.
Yeah, you guys have over a dozen guitar tracks on
that's
that.
As far as tracks, number of tracks, I think that's the biggest out of all. It's like 80 tracks or something.
Yeah.
It's insane. And that's more than song 12. This other song we're going to talk about.
It is. That's right.
So in fact, I'm just going to say at the end of today we're going to play on it's not on the album. But
right.
We're gonna
That's
play.
true.
What we did is we took out all of the electric guitars and stuff and just left our vocals and just the acoustics, and that's going to play at the end of today.
There's still a song there.
And
after you take all that stuff out, there's still enough left to
every track.
We took Joe completely out.
Right. There's no percussion. There's no percussion on.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's So that's at the end. That's actually when
you'll hear it later on. Yeah,
exactly. So, gotcha. So, at some point in time during Unit 287's tenure, you guys changed drummer. There was a change in drummers.
Yes.
Right. Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. So there was a change, and
our original drummer passed away.
That's right.
Spontaneous combustion.
No.
Spontaneous combustion.
Not really.
Well, actually, truth be told, he left the band,
right,
and then he passed
afterwards.
A little while.
Gotcha.
Later.
And
nice hair, Joe. Are you going to spontaneous combust with
No.
this? I mean, you could.
No, I was in a
freak gardening accident.
I was in a bizarre gardening accident, actually. But that's the way it goes.
But Dave was a big part of the band for a while.
Yeah, right.
We were sad to see him go,
right,
of course, but we understood that he needed to.
He needed to.
It was for his own,
understood.
Health preservation.
Right, exactly.
So, we did what we had to do, and actually, we didn't find Joe right away. We had a substitute for a little while, Adrian.
Oh.
And then I played drums for a little while for like a couple gigs. I think we did 2 or 3 gigs where I played. In fact, Joe, when he became aware of us, came to see us play a gig where I was playing drums.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that story.
So his introduction to us was with me playing drums.
You were still a 4-piece.
Right. No, actually, we were.
Yeah, Pete was still there.
Right. Yes, you're right.
Is that right?
We couldn't have been a 4-piece. We're a 3-piece.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
No, I mean, we were
I switched to the
4-piece
drums.
we just lost you as a guitar player.
Right.
And Pete was playing bass.
He was playing bass.
Gotcha. And you were on drums for a gig or two.
Right,
yeah, a couple gigs.
For a couple of gigs.
So you were a 3-piece.
Yeah.
Come on, Jonas.
Yeah, but it wasn't the 3-piece
That is interesting.
Well, no, it wasn't the end 3-piece, but it was a 3-piece band.
That's true.
Yeah. So if anybody hears, if
count
you ever
to
hear us
4.
play Fascination Street,
Yeah.
we have a recording that Dave is featured on that one.
Oh, his drum tracks are on Fascination Street. Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So
well, we're going to roll into song 12 right now, and well, this is a nod to Dave right here because it's part of it.
What happened to my life?
That was cool. So we were watching. There was a whole bunch of photos, a lot of other people that were playing in the old studio. You had a lot of guests. We already discussed this. There was a lot of guest players on this album. Who were some of these that we just saw?
we kind of went Hanzo on this one,
right?
We really wanted to make that song 12,
right?
As like include memories from everyone.
Got
into
it.
this one song,
right?
And so we invited all of our bands that we played with, all the guitar players,
right,
and stuff to play with us.
I saw Mike Neufeld was
Mike
in there.
Neufeld, the owner of the Gas Lamp, he was in there. We got Daniel Murillo,
right?
I'm not entirely sure what he's doing musically these days, but he was a big part of it. We had Sean Silas,
right?
We had Angela Grant,
yes,
and Piers Brown.
Yeah, check out Sean's new band, Iron Wrath.
That song actually had absolutely a ton of the guest guitars within that song. Huh?
And we basically gave them the same portion of the song,
right,
to just put their stamp on it.
Oh, okay,
and then
gotcha.
After that, then we mixed them all together.
Right,
so
makes sense.
You hear some of them coming in and then going out, and others coming in, and there's 5 of them all happening at the same time.
Kind of 5 different signatures.
They all played
fingerprints, if you will,
independently from each
right.
other.
They didn't know what the other ones were doing.
None of them heard what other ones played.
Right. Oh, interesting.
So we gave them a part of the track. They played something on it themselves.
Wow.
Didn't hear what anybody else played. Then we took all of those things and figured out how to put them together
and mixed them into what we.
So that's what you hear on the
Gotcha. Right. And where, if somebody wants to hear that again, where can anybody hear this again?
Anywhere online.
Anywhere.
Apple
Spotify.
Music, Spotify.
Right.
Pandora.
All the flavors.
Your local bar.
At your local bar. Gotcha. Yeah. Hopefully the TouchTune things comes in pretty soon. Yeah. Gotcha. So all right. Gotcha. Well, that's pretty bitchin' stuff. We have played at a whole bunch of different places before. We kind of talked about all the different, the different gigs and stuff like that. Orange County Fair was one of them too, right?
Yep.
And
we played there several times.
A bunch of times, huh? I know.
Close to 10 now at this point.
Yeah, there's been a lot of times. What any one that Hangar played at the Hangar, right? And then on a couple of the other stages and all of that, yeah. that going to be happening this year as
Oh,
well?
I'm sure it will.
Sure it
yeah.
will. Yeah.
And hopefully my bass won't get stolen this time.
Yeah.
That's right. You had an
last
issue a
time
couple
it-
years ago,
I did.
didn't you?
Yeah. An hour before we're set to go on,
Yeah.
I discover that my bass is missing, and
Yeah.
slowly realize, oh, it's been stolen. Like it's
Yeah.
gone.
Right. Right.
And-
Aside from that, Orange County Fair has always been fun for us to play.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Well,
has
and,
been.
and we still pulled off that gig.
That's
So
right.
We,
yeah.
Jonas and I managed to find another band that was on another stage.
Right.
Shout out to Jeff for helping out. us
Right.
out
Yeah.
with that.
Jeff loaned you his bass. So
Total stranger.
Right.
I literally ran up on
Right.
stage and was like, "Hey, you don't know me, but can I borrow your bass for the
Right.
next hour and a half?"
just need to get through a gig.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And he paused for a second and goes,
Yeah.
"I can't let you. Of course, I can't let you not do your gig."
Yeah.
I needed to give him some collateral,
Right.
which makes a lot of sense. And then in the span of a few seconds, there I go, running off with his bass.
Right. To the stage that
Wait, I have a
Unit
question.
287 was
All over the
playing.
place too.
I have a
That's
question.
right.
Did you ever stay in touch with that guy?
Yeah,
You
we're
did? See?
friends on Facebook. Yeah.
See, friends.
Yeah.
Friends.
That's how you make friends.
Right.
That is how you make friends. That is very true.
He wouldn't have made you give him collateral if he knew it was me. It was in the band.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what I should just do. I should have like a picture of you and go, "Hey, I know Joe Hardy."
I know Joe Hardy.
He would have said here.
Joe said I'm good for it, right? Yeah, that's true. So we're going to talk about the next song that's coming up. This is Redland. So this is a
Brian's favorite song.
it really is, and this is one of the originals. This is the Unit 287 original. Talk about that song.
Well, it originated with the bass line, but it didn't really take on a personality until Jonas put his guitar part on there. And that first thing that you hear from him, we were just messing around, and he came up with that spontaneously. We discovered after the fact that we all kind of independently had the same kind of imagery in our head of what that evoked by hearing his line, and it was all kind of centered around Native Americans.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of seemed like that. I can't explain it, but we all sort of thought it. And then as the song got further fleshed out and it came time to write the lyrics, I mean, we weren't going anywhere else except for that topic.
Yeah.
With the lyrics.
Right.
And-
Yeah.
and-
You
and-
keep it with the theme. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And we made it a point to be reverential, respectful.
Kind of have to be.
you know.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think any of us have any sort of Native American ancestry or anything like that.
No, but it's part of the fabric of our culture
our
because of where
tribute
we're
to
at. It
Native
really.
Americans.
So it is
live on this
definitely
land, so-
definitely part of a tribute to that. There was within this song there a lot of unique percussion in the
Oh, yeah.
song. I mean, a lot of it, right?
Yeah, and we even have a guest on this one too doing percussion. So we had Locke Wiesner, another
that's
good
right.
friend of ours.
Locke. Shout
Came
out to
down to the
Locke.
studio, yeah.
Locke.
Came down to the studio, did some percussion along with me. I can't remember the specific elements on this one. There was probably shakers and tambourines and things like that. But,
Right.
I mean, that kind of thing is all over the album. Some of the other songs
Right.
you probably heard some other percussion
But this one more
elements
than
and-
others. Yeah.
This one in particular, yeah. There's, I forget. I don't think we ever come up with a real name for it, but the nut stick, whatever that
We
was.
always called it the nut
yeah,
stick.
'cause
Nut
it
stick.
made.
I don't know what
I don't know the
was.
name of it,
It
but
looked like
it's not a
a
rain stick.
Nut stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because it sounds different from what we know the
Got
rain
it.
stick sound. It's completely different.
Nut
there's,
stick. We'll
I
just
do
call
know-
it a nut stick.
Yeah. And there's the frog.
Yep.
There was a frog. where it goes,
Gotcha.
The frog.
Yes, you remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I wanted to veto the frog.
Yeah, you were not. You were not into the frog.
I got outvoted.
Yeah, you did.
But it's
You
in
did.
there. It's part of the personality of the
frog's
song.
part of it.
So
Gotcha. Well, let's roll into it.
cool.
Let's roll right into it right now.
This is Israel, this is my land, this is holy land. Take me alive.
Welcome back.
Wait.
Oh. Oh, you got to get the microphone to pick it up.
It's an important. It's an important part of today's live stream. It's an important part of the live stream. So a question did come in during the break.
Uh-oh.
Do you require a fan blowing in your hair? Is that part of the rider?
Well,
Angela wants to know.
All right,
Angela wants to know.
Angela Grant from
yes,
hey,
that is
Angela,
correct. Angela's doing it right.
Nice.
Exactly.
I sweat a lot, and I need that air. Okay, that's it.
That's really you're not. It's a
whole thing. I just need the air.
It's not a sweaty balls thing. It's just the hair thing.
I just need the air
Gotcha.
on my face because I need that.
I think it makes him feel like a rock star.
It is. It does. Well, I mean, it is kind of a requirement, as we saw earlier in the AI version.
Right, that's
you
true.
know,
Yes.
it is. It's to be a unit.
Every unit
you
have
to have a fan blowing.
Fan.
Right. That is true.
He's a Steel Panther fan.
Now I have a fan that goes that blows on me too, but not like his.
No, it's not quite the intensity.
He looks cool when the fan is blowing in his face. My hair just like does this, and it looks not cool. So
we could have a
that's
lot
funny.
Of Steel
That is
Panther
funny.
references.
A nice haircut, by the way. You just got it all trimmed up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For a trade show coming up that you might want to have to.
You know.
There's time to do it. Yeah. Gotcha. All right. So we have.
It's my one haircut a year.
It just happens to show up 2 weeks before
It's
a
not
trade
red
show.
and black though.
It's not red and black.
Yeah.
No.
Again,
He's got the UNIT287 colors right here.
It is. It's the red and black combo.
And white.
With the,
Spontaneous combustion. Here we come.
red and black.
Is there? There's probably a band name that way too.
Probably.
Spontaneous combustion. I'm
Not
sure there is.
probably.
There's probably 12
We'll
of
do
them that
secret
way.
gigs under that name.
Right. Gotcha. We've got one more song to talk about and to roll. But before we do, there's always some shout outs, some things to talk about, some people to thank, and when it comes to putting not just the album, but when it comes to the kind of the history of the band. Anybody want to thank mom or
Mom,
anything
sure,
like that? Absolutely, we all thank our moms.
Everybody thinks so.
But there's
we all thank our moms. I thank my mom.
Yeah.
I was raised.
watching
I was
right
raised
now
right.
anyway,
Yeah.
so.
I was raised right. We always
Hello
thank
to
our mom.
everyone's mom.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I want to thank you for always being
Yes.
a part of
Yep.
our endeavors.
I feel like the fourth unit.
And yes, you are the fourth unit.
Do
and,
feel like it.
And we have a lot of supporters like Tony. Tony's another good supporter.
Tony's great. Yep.
A lot of the venue supporters have helped us, like Mike, who actually
Juan.
played on our album.
That's right.
Juan.
That's
We
right.
won from Neptunes is always another big
Chelsea from Sugars, remember?
one. Yep. Chelsea
she was
Sugars, wherever she is these days.
I'd like
know.
to. I'd
We
like
do
to
sugar
thank all the. I'd like to thank all the companies that help me
and our friends
That's
who,
true.
who,
That's true.
who
Yeah.
bust
Couple.
their asses to help us do things and make these music videos and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I can't
Our
thank
wives,
them enough.
our wives are kick ass
Our
too
wives
for putting
are
up
awesome.
with.
And the
Yes.
people
Putting up
that
with
are
what
here
we do.
today, because we're sitting here
Right.
in front of these cameras, but
Yeah.
there's a whole group of people. That
Oh, they're
are
going
behind,
nuts
Yeah.
in the control room right
the
there
wall
too.
over there.
Right,
Yeah.
yes,
And
behind me.
I want to say thank you to them, especially to Max.
Yeah. Well, Max isn't
Who
one of our
is-
wives, but he's
Max is not one of our wives.
He's not. He's not.
actually one of our longest friends.
Yeah.
And-
You guys have known Max for a
Oh
very long
gosh,
time.
30-something years. I
Yeah,
think,
college,
something like that. High school.
No, high school.
High school,
High
yeah.
school.
Max
Gotcha.
is
Yeah.
over there
Well, thank you, Max.
driving
We
the-
appreciate
Yes,
you, buddy.
thank you, Max.
Really,
Thank
honestly,
you.
thank you for pushing buttons
being
and
there.
driving it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
being willing to do that. So
absolutely,
Everybody that comes to the show, I mean, they're part of the family.
yeah.
it is.
You know? So,
So, and I'd like to think too. It's not segueing into the last song, right?
Yeah, it is. This is the last song.
That whole song was we wrote that kind of
for them.
to thank our friends.
Yeah.
And all the people that support us.
That's right.
It really was.
It is.
We even say right there, I mean, thanks for being here.
It is. Yes.
It's in the song.
That-
I don't know
that's
if it's in
true.
this clip or
It
not,
is,
but
yeah. So I think what
if
we
you
should
buy
do,
the song on iTunes, you'll hear the whole thing and hear the whole tribute.
we should do a salute.
Cheers.
Cheers to our friends and
to our
family who've
friends
been
and family.
supporting us.
Yes.
Appreciate
And
everybody.
thanks for everybody that's been tuning
Thanks
in
for
and
everyone
watching.
that's been watching.
Part of the album, all of that.
Go
Please
buy it. Go
Enjoy the
download it.
album and enjoy the videos.
Yeah.
And wherever you are in the world,
Come to a live show.
listen to the music. Yeah.
April
Yeah.
14th.
April-
Bobby V's in Anaheim.
April 14th, Bobby V's in Anaheim.
And
That's
in the
right.
future, April 14th won't happen again.
That's right.
April 14th, 2023.
2023,
So if
yes.
it's
So
2025,
if you're listening to this,
don't show
yes,
up at Bobby
exactly.
V's on April 14th.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you can. It's a good place to go hang out, but I can't guarantee we're going to be there.
Gotcha. Roll it, Max.
Let's go.
Roll it, Max.
Thanks, everybody.
Time to say goodbye.
Let's do the encore.
Time for us to fight.
You know you want more,
I wish that we could stay.
but we gotta go. Thanks for being here. Once I saw her, nothing else mattered. My heart moves when she is near. She leaves a trail of raspberry incense. Her jade eyes put me in a spell. I can't breathe, I can't speak. I'm locked in her gaze, it's forever. Lost in this moment as she moves close in. Her nails light my skin on fire. Watching her stare through long red hair. One look, the world disappears. My heart skips a beat.